All right, hello everyone. This is your your co-op lecture for February 12th for Latin Form 2. Okay, so this week in 2A, we're studying the third conjugation present system. So the second and third conjugations have similar endings in the infinitive, and that can be confusing. Look at this first bullet point here. The third conjugation infinitive ending is ere, E-R-E. The second conjugation ending in the infinitive is ere with a macron over the E. There we go. Here we go. So the difference here is between a long E, ere, and a short E, ere. Remember that the long E is only different in that it's held literally for a longer amount of time. So monere rather than regere. The E's sound different. The first E of the infinitive is a long E in the second conjugation and a short in the third. Okay, study the present system of the third conjugation model verb rego. The third conjugation does not follow a clear, consistent pattern like the first and second conjugations. Dropping the RE from the infinitive does not give a stem with a consistent stem vowel. To form the present system of the third conjugation, the root without a stem vowel must serve as the stem. To find the root, drop the whole infinitive ending from the second principal part. So the root is just reg, from regere. And to that we add our endings of the present. So present in the third conjugation goes o, is, it, imus, itis, unt. Notice that we have three different vowels. It goes o, I, you. Okay, so that's kind of unfortunate. It's more complicated than we wish it would be. But the imperfect in the future are not as strange. So the imperfect is just like the first and second conjugations, except that we've now added an E to it. So we get regebam, regebas, regebat, regebamus, regebatis, regeband. Easy enough. Now, the future is different. So the first and the second conjugations have bo, be in the future. The third and the fourth conjugations do not. Instead, they have endings am, es, et, emus, etis, ent. And that's our future endings in the third and fourth conjugations. So reg, our root, plus am, es, et, emus, etis, ent. That's how you form the future. This page reminds you of that. So learn the present tense endings of the third conjugation by including the vowel in them. And you can remember I, O, U for the three different vowels in that present conjugation. Okay, the imperfect tense again is regular. It just has an E instead of no E at the beginning. And the future endings are am, es, et, emus, etis, ent. Again, the personal endings are regular, but the vowel changes. And your tip is to remember A in the first form, and E in the rest of the five forms. All five vowels, A, E, I, O, and U, are represented in the present system rather than one consistent stem vowel. So in the first conjugation, we had this consistent stem vowel A. In the second conjugation, we had the consistent E. And here we have all five different vowels. One more tip for remembering the future tense. Why is the third conjugation an old maid? Because it has no bows in its future. That's very clever. Okay, the present system of the third conjugation is perhaps the most difficult paradigms students encounter in Latin, not because it's inherently difficult, but because it's so unexpected and irregular compared to the beautifully consistent first and second conjugations. So just know that we're doing the most frustrating part, and after that it'll get better again. It'll get more consistent again. All right, good luck with that lesson. If you're in Latin 2A, you can stop paying attention now if you want to, or you can listen while I talk to the 2B students. Okay, in this lesson, lesson 21, which I think may be the last review lesson for you, we go over the interrogative pronouns and adverbs. Question words introduced by there are two kinds of question, direct question in Latin. So there's direct questions and other kinds of questions, and there are two direct kinds. First, questions introduced by question words that are interrogative adverbs, adjectives, or pronouns. So, for example, who, what, when, where, why, and how. These questions require an answer that is either yes or no. So you'll review these question words. And there are common questions and answers for you to learn. So quid novi means what's new. Nihil is the answer, meaning nothing. And some other ones. Okay, there are also yes or no questions introduced by the enclitic ne. And we've done these before. So to add ne to the end of the verb makes it a question. So orabat means he was praying, orabatne, was he praying. In English, we make yes or no questions by placing a helping verb first. So we would say he was praying as a declarative sentence, and was he praying as a question. We just move the was around. In Latin, we use this enclitic ne. Another example is laborabunt means they will work, whereas in English, to make that a question, we would say will they work. In Latin, we would say laborabunt ne. There are two tenses which may be translated without helping verbs, the present and the perfect. But both of these tenses have two other options with helping verbs. To translate questions in the present or perfect tenses, choose a helping verb and place it first. So, for example, clamat, he shouts. Clamatne, is he shouting, or does he shout? In the perfect, clamavit, he shouted. To make it a question, did he shout? Has he shouted? All right, and that is your lesson for the week. Good luck. I hope I see you in person next week.